Hi everyone, Ben Francia here. In this video, I'll be talking about how to develop the ideal remote workforce culture. Aside from just simply adapting technology, there are still a few other things that you need to do and have so you can build and develop the ideal culture for a remote workforce. So what are those things? First, reinforce your company mission and vision. You need to remind or constantly remind your employees and all the members of your organization that in spite of not seeing each other physically, maski hindi kayo in the same room and you're located in different parts of the country, you still share in the same purpose, in the same mission of helping your customers. Next, you need to make sure that you cover the basics, meaning you need to make sure that meron silang maayos na workspace at home. Okay? Hindi nyo naman kontrolado, but alam mo yun, you can always talk to them and make sure na meron silang maayos na desk that's dedicated for work. Meron silang at least upuan na hindi masakit sa likod. At hindi sila yung basta-basta lang nagtatrabaho sa kama, nagtatrabaho sa kitchen, okay? If you need to send them equipment, go ahead. Make sure that they have computers, preferably laptops, okay? They can be more agile. And lastly, very important, a stable internet connection. That's really enough for them to do video conferencing during team meetings. Next is communication. Communication actually is part of the basics and the essentials, pero I feel na this particular item deserves its separate section. Make sure that you take advantage of technology in reinforcing communication para we can make everybody in the team feel that we are very much reachable maski hindi tayo nagkikita-kita. So, with that, syempre, you have your email as your official communications platform. You have your chat groups or your instant messenger for quick messages and quick discussions. Make sure that you put all project-based discussions in your project management or your collaboration tool. In our case, we use Trello. So, lahat ng project discussions nandoon. Video conferencing, syempre, very important. Hindi pwedeng mawala to kasi this is the only way for us to see each other. Okay? Assign to, associate a face to the person that you're talking to. At the start of the day, we do our morning huddles somewhere between 15 to 20 minutes each day at the start of the day. And everybody gets to speak. Very quick, mga between 2 to 3 minutes each. Each person would discuss real quick the plans, his or her plans for the day, and share any potential risks or issues, potential bottlenecks para ma-address na kaagad at the start of the day. Make sure that you create separate department or team meetings depending on the topics para hindi sayang sa oras, and those meetings normally last between 20 to 30 minutes. Lastly, also consider doing regular one-on-one calls with each member of the team. You have to find time for that kasi that's very important so you can get feedback and be on a more personal level with the members of your organization. Next is shared leadership. So how do we create shared leadership? Number one, when I started to apply this principle in my company culture, in our company culture, I made sure that everybody's role in the company, in the organization is clearly defined. Kasi kapag clearly defined yung role mo, it's going to be easy for each individual for them to set long-term and short-term goals that is in alignment to the common mission of the organization. So, in our case, we set quarterly goals, and those quarterly goals translate to weekly milestones. And having that kind of goal management framework makes each member of the team, accountable, and they take responsibility to make sure that they meet their objectives. And with that kind of approach, it significantly minimizes, if not completely removes, the micromanagement, which is the management killer in this kind of work setup. So try that out. Share leadership. Transparency is also very important. So how do we implement this kind of transparency in our organization? So we use a tool called Trello, which is our collaboration and project management tool. There, each person in the company gets to see what everybody else is doing. Even me, they get to see what's in your pipeline, what are the things that you are working on for the day, what are the things that you completed for the day, even those things that you did not or you failed to complete for the day. So this kind of transparency not just reinforces accountability but also encourages other people to support each other and build an environment of teamwork. In the office, normally there are certain areas where people congregate and talk about non-work related stuff. So ito yung mga areas in the corridor kung nasaan yung water dispenser, you have your company pantry, sometimes yung mga ibang companies may cafeteria, iba meron syempre company lounge, your office recreation room. So these are places where people normally do non-work related activities. And these kind of activities, this type of communication are normally the bonding moments of the members of the organization. So what we did, we tried to emulate this kind of setup by creating non-work related channels. So number one, we created a team pantry chat group. So we call that chat group our team pantry kasi everybody's there and everybody can post non-work related communication. So lahat ng chat that's non-work related, lahat ng kalokohan goes into that chat group. So it became a channel for people to express themselves. Another thing that we recently implemented is our regular team lunches. So to emulate the team lunch out, okay, where the members of the team would eat out together, since hindi naman pwede gawin yon in this kind of setup, we agreed to meet online through Zoom every lunch ng Friday para we can eat lunch together. So normally it takes around mga 45 minutes kasi maraming kwentuhan na nangyayari. You'll notice that kapag you're working from home, lunch mo mga 15 minutes kasi wala kang kausap. And kadalasan yung iba, which I highly discourage, they tend to eat in front of their computer. So para rin to emulate yung social interaction, we have these team lunches na kung saan mas merong social interaction, mas maraming kwentuhan. I guess you can think of other ways to emulate this non-work related channels. Be creative and see if there's any other suggestions that you can contribute. Let me know. I can include that in the next video. Lastly, have an innovative mindset. You can do this by experimenting on different approaches. Merong mga trial and error din. So until you are able to lock it into that approach that really works for your unique organization. Let's take advantage of this gift of being able to work from home. And the only way for us to really be productive without being stressed and being having this harmonious relationship with everybody in the organization is by developing this culture that is ideal for a work from home workforce environment. So if you have any other questions regarding how to manage your work from home teams, let me know. Just post a comment in the comment section below. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.